Welcome back to H-Lot Gaming. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the updated drop rates, or rather pity rates, that Fateless just released in their video. And if you're liking what I'm doing here, hit that subscribe and like button. It's much appreciated. All right, let's take a look. So up top here, I'll zoom in a bit. We have the old rates. Let's get to the pity first. So before it was 40 for a legendary, 40 for epics. Oh, it's kind of cut off here, but this is for the ancestral and eternal, these two lines here. And then the 80 is for the mortal. So you get a guaranteed rare, which is kind of interesting. But again, these are old ones. We won't really talk about them too much. I did see quite a few content creators made videos based on the title would lead me to believe they were not happy with these rates. I can understand why. But Fateless listened, and let's take a look at the bottom ones. So an interesting thing to me is look at this for the mortal. 0.005% chance for a legendary off a mortal. That's essentially a green shard in Raid if you're familiar with Raid. Whereas in Raid, there's no epic or legendary chance, only rare. So that's different for this game, and that's actually a pretty big deal. I don't recall any gacha games I have played where I've seen something like this before. Now, granted, that is very, very low. But when it happens, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be an awesome video for somebody, right? I hope I get to make one someday. Just pulling, it's going to be nuts. Anyways. But then you see Ancestral, which is essentially the blue level, 0.5. And again, I didn't mean to zoom in that way. I meant to zoom in that way. So that's the same. Eternal, that's the same. Okay, so the rates are the same other than the mortal, but that's great, right? Because we'll probably be getting a decent amount of these for free, and just having that in there is pretty cool. But really the pity is what changed. I'm actually kind of surprised for the Ancestral and Eternal. They didn't kind of split the difference and do 30. So 20 is great to see as well. And the 20 summons for the legendary now is pretty dang fantastic. Simon did talk about how he wants legendaries to be more impactful, so I am kind of surprised they put it this low. I like it though, it's great. I think it's going to make the game a lot more fun, more enjoyable. And related to that, let's get to another system that I haven't seen. Well, I've seen kind of different versions of it, but I like their version better. So let's take a look at that. So right here we have echo fragments. As you can see, these are just example heroes right now. When you get to 500 points, and we'll go over those in a second, you can summon a legendary. Now the important part here is it has to be a legendary you've already got. And he did say he thinks they're going to bump it up for Eternals. That makes sense. My guess right now, I don't know, maybe 650. He even might have said that. I don't know if I'm kind of tucking that back in my brain and just repeating it and not remembering he said it, but that'd be kind of my guess. And the reason this is cool is because if you get a good hero, obviously we don't know how King Arthur is going to be. He's actually one of the first heroes they showed skills for way back in the day. So those will probably change. But assuming he comes out to be a great champion like he seemed before, and you want to build him up, get his awakenings, this is a great system. The only analogy I could come up with is kind of like, this is like you're at the casino, at the slot machine, right? You're just putting in money. That's the stones. You pull one time, boom, you hit the jackpot. The jackpot in this case is the legendary. Now, the cool thing about this is it's almost like you select, oh, I want that jackpot again. And you just keep playing, and in so many pulls, hey, I'm going to hit that jackpot again. That's guaranteed money. If that was in real life, you would never stop playing. You would keep playing until you damn near died in that seat and they had to drag you away with probably, I don't know how much money, right? So for them to put a system like that in here, I just think that's incredible. That's, this is a free-to-play player's dream because you only got to get lucky once, like I said. And then after that, man, you can get them fully awakened, which is fantastic. Now let's take a quick look at the points before we end this video. So this one right here is the mortal, as you can see, one fragment. So you get none from the lowest level, which is the orange ones, or not the orange ones, the green ones. I don't know why I said orange. That's weird. I think I was looking over here. These other two, I don't really know what they are yet. This one, right, seems like a higher tier character kind of based on other games, but then it's weird that it's 2 fragments versus 12. So if it's a higher tier, you would assume it's going to be worth more points. So I don't think that's what that is. I was kind of thinking this one right here that's like green, blue, and purple might be something we can get from the towers, and it's like a specific pool or something. As for this red one, I'm not sure, but the real important part right now is just the point totals. As you see, 12, and again, right now regular characters 500, and we don't know how much Eternals are going to be, so it's going to take a while. But you also got to figure at some point you're going to be doing stuff in the game where you get these blue ones pretty regularly, right? That happens to everyone once you start approaching endgame. These are just fodder for food or tournaments or leveling up or something, you know? So it's gonna get easier in the beginning, obviously not as quick, but still a great system. Let me know down below how you feel. Are you feeling like me that this whole system and these odds that is set up is just great for free to play players? All right, that's it for this video. Quick and short. Thanks for watching. This has been HLock. Bye.